Dreaming on a cloud with you like horizon. With you tonight is on a island.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? It's your girl Destiny, and I'm back once again, guys, with another video. Hi, guys. Low key, I don't want to say I've been on it because, like, I have, but I haven't. But couple of housekeeping rules for today. Let's just say, number one, ignore my head. The braids, twist, things is back. I realized I was putting a lot of heat in my hair. So, I had to, I did a lot to get my hair to start growing. And then once it got to an acceptable length, I was just like, it's cool. We don't need to grow no more. But it's like, I wanted to continue to grow. So, last night, I did not have the strength to twist my hair. Like, I could have, but I was just ready to go to sleep last night. So this morning we rocked this bun. I've changed this bun so many times today, so just ignore it. Just know this hair is coming down. Also, this morning actually I smashed my pinky like in my fan. I was trying to move it. I don't know how it got caught, but it did, and it started bleeding, and it was crimson. Like, that blood was like crimson is like deep red. Yeah, it was a deep red, right? So I was just like, cool. And I couldn't find the band-aids, but the first thing that I found was like the cotton balls that I have sometimes when I use for my skin, let's just say that. And so I put that on there like as a temporary like hold, but still couldn't find the band-aids, and I was getting ready to have to walk out the door for work. So I just like was opening every drawer, like struggling, and then I found like the athletic tape. So I just ended up wrapping it. So this is on my hand for right now. I haven't opened it since I put it on here. So, and put it on me. No, but I really planned this video out for you guys because I had another video planned, but my go with the flow. That way it'll give me something to do this weekend. Like, the show must go on, and I do want to say that since you guys are here, I am in the era, we are in the season on this channel of hearing other people's perspectives and hearing other people's stories. I'm not the type of person to be like, hey, do you want to be on the channel? So if you want to be on here, just text me and let me know, and we could definitely get you on there. Just because, like, I told someone the other day, I was like, yeah, like, are you gonna be the next? And, I have a list of people. I have a few people that I want to get on, like, in the rotation first, and then I'll add everybody else. But we're working out schedule conflicts, so sometimes I can slide other people in there. But it's just like, I told them, like, yeah, like, are you gonna be the next person on the pod? And they were just like, I mean, are you inviting me? And I was like, I didn't know. So I'm learning. It's a new phase. I've never been here before. So, grace. Okay. Oh, wait. In this video, I had to do that just in case I had to screenshot that later. So in this video, guys, I am going to be telling you guys stuff I learned in 2023, because we're getting ready to go into a new year. And y'all know I've been saying since 2023 started, 2024 is I don't know who prophesied in 2022 and said it was my year, because they lied. No, I'm playing. Nobody told me that. But yeah, I've been said since 2023 started. What? What?
What are you talking about?
What I won't be bringing into 2024.
A man. No, let me stop.
Anyway, yeah, what I won't be bringing into. I don't know where I was. In this video, guys, I hope I'm not making too much noise. Also, I know, like, normally if it's a video by myself, I have the mic, but I'm on a different camera right now, so I can't tell y'all too much because it's gonna ruin next week's video. I'm on a new camera, right? But I don't have the proper equipment, so I'm on a new camera. Just know that, and you'll figure out everything next week, Lord willing. So yeah, I'm gonna back to what I don't know where I was. In this video, this one right here, we're going to be talking about what I will not be bringing into 2024. Coming in at number 1, it's going to be inconsistent workouts. I feel like at the beginning of 2023, my body, like, it was good, but like sis was low-key struggling. I was looking at some videos today and I was just like, you knew better. Like, you knew not. You knew. Like, you, girl. Like, you knew, sis. But throughout 2023, I was a 5 a.m. gym girly for a very long time. And then I stopped. And then as of, a couple months ago, I picked up, but you guys don't know this. Your girl, I do Pilates. So I was doing that every morning at like 6. This past season of my life, I would have preferred some evening classes because getting up at 5 a.m. is like for the birds, and just because I started a newer job. Okay. Yeah, I started a new job, so it's like my mornings fly by. It's like since the holidays, I applaud everybody who has like hopped back onto their like gym workouts and everything, because me personally, I start tomorrow. I had a class scheduled for today, but I canceled it because it was just like I was so tired and I just didn't want to do anything but sleep. So I start back tomorrow and I have my workout scheduled, so I'm gonna challenge myself to not cancel any of them, and if I cancel them, to reschedule them. So that's coming in at number 1. And number 2, my next one is an inconsistent morning routine. I had a very well established morning routine that I could like manipulate and maneuver through in my previous, job, but since I've switched jobs and it's been like 3-4 months, I have not had a good morning routine. It's just been like go with the flow. I'm at the same time every day, but it's not necessarily like effective. Like I could do so much more if I get up a little earlier, or if I go to bed at a certain time every day. Like, it'll make my morning and my life easier, but I haven't done that, so I am doing better with that, Lord willing, in 2022. So basically, inconsistency. Next thing that is on my list, these are in no particular order, this is just how they came to my head. The next thing that I am not bringing it to 2024, there's not a lot on this list, but they matter. Okay, is comparison and being impatient. For me, they go together, especially when it comes to YouTube. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna say. I don't know why I looked at that. Be so for real. When it comes to YouTube, it is very easy to watch other influencers and watch other people's channels and just be like, oh my god, like I wish I could do that too. Or you see someone who's in like the same vein as you, like the same amount of subscribers around there. You're doing like similar content, but their stuff is getting more traction than yours. So it's easy to get discouraged. It's also easy to like compare the two, like, well, why is it working for them and it's not working for me? I had my fair share of that in 2023. I didn't do it a lot, but not as much as when I first started. But in 2024, I would really love to just like not have to deal with that at all. And then being impatient, because it's just like, man, like it's really working for them, but it's not working for me. And here recently, like I'm just in the season of elevation and getting rid of like old stuff. Like, y'all would not believe me, I had over 10,000 emails, and the other day I sat and went through and deleted them all. Like, I'm not bringing nothing into this. I'm not playing. I'm not playing about this new year. But it's just like I don't want the unnecessary stuff. That has nothing to do with me being impatient. But a lot of the times we try to rush the Lord's process, and we try to rush what he wants us to do. Y'all are kind of gonna see it in this next week's video, Lord willing. Your girl was being a brat. Like, I went back to like pre-edit, which is like me watching the clips before I edit them, so I know what part to look at, so I don't have to spend hours and hours and hours. Whatever. I was watching some of the clips, and I was just like, this whole video I sound like a brat. Like, I really do sound like a brat because I was rushing it, and I wasn't comfortable with just letting the process happen. So y'all are gonna see that. I just don't want to spill the beans. Low-key, it would have been better if you guys would have got it today, but because of life and stuff that's out of my control. Y'all, this is probably the biggest lesson that I learned in 2023 is always being considered but never chosen. And I'm putting that in quotes because I say that all the time. I'd be like, I'm tired of being considered but never chosen. Because quote in quote. I have just, I said this in previous videos, like it's no secret that it is a desire of mine, you know, to have a partner, you know, to do all the things and to be all that God's called me to be. So that is, the enemy knows that as well. So he's going to try to attack that. And he's going to try to like discourage me in the process. But like I said, I know what the Lord promised me. Yeah. And it's just like, I'm just tired of being considered but never chosen. And that goes for relationships, and that covers family members, friends, jobs, co-workers, you know, boyfriends, you know, dating, if you're a guy, girlfriends, whatever. I'm tired of that. And at one point in 2023, like, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, this dude, he told me, he was like, this dude told me once, he was like, not my mind going blank because I had the whole story. He said, you know, like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I didn't think about it, but like, it's just not the best fit or something like that. And I was just like, and you know, normal people would be like, why would you tell me that? And part of me was just like, that's exactly what I did. And I was just like, okay. But, you know, I honestly, after I read the text message, I was okay with just the fact that, like, somebody had considered me. You know, and at one point it was just like, man, like, bro considered me. Like, that's all I needed to know. You know, so I'm okay. You know, it's just a lie because, like, I say all the time, like, you're worth it. Like, you're worth the time. You're worth the frustration. You're worth the irritation. You're worth, you know, being pursued. Like, I'm worth it. So I am letting go of the mentality of I'm okay with being considered but never chosen because Christ chose me. And he said that I was worth dying for. So if we're not going to get into it, but I'm not bringing being considered but never chosen. And that goes for job opportunities. I said that so many times when I was looking for a new job. Well, when I was looking to elevate my old position, it was just like I wanted my employer to choose me. And that's exactly what happened. I applied for one position and they were like, oh, basically they love me. Obviously, no, I'm playing. They love me, but I didn't get the job. And I was like, man, like, that's crazy because I really thought, you know, we hit it off. But it turned out that they thought I would be better for another job. So when the other position opened, they had reached out and was like, hey, Destiny, this one's for you. So they basically chose me. And that was enough for me. Like, that was great. Okay. The next thing that I have on here is setting boundaries and going back on them. I don't know if y'all heard me, but there was a couple times where I was just like, many points throughout 2023 where I was just like, man, like I was focused on creating and enforcing effective boundaries at one point in my life. Like that was my thing. You know what I'm saying? And then it was just like, I didn't want to step on anyone's toes. So it was just like, I would set the boundary. Like, let's just say I would tell someone no. And then it's like, I would have a conversation with them. And then they would be like, oh, but this, that, and the third. Like, give me the reasoning as to why I should have said yes. And then because I don't want to hurt their feelings, I'm like, okay, like whatever you need, you know. Catering to them. But then when I go home or when I come to like be in a space by myself and I have like the realization of me going back on my boundary, I end up feeling some kind of way. And I don't like the feeling that I kept allowing myself to have because I couldn't just stand on business and be like, I said no, so therefore the answer is no. So that's because like I've been afraid to hurt people's feelings. I am non-confrontational for the most part, but if you take me off to a certain point, like we're gonna have a, you know, I'm not necessarily like, even though Mello said in the last video that I was like about it, I'm really not. I'd really much rather us just have a conversation and a discussion. But come 2024, no cap, I really don't even owe people a conversation, because it's like, I know me, I know what I can and cannot do, and if I said no, the answer is just no. I don't necessarily have to explain it. If I do take the time out to explain that to you, that's out of the kindness of my own heart. But I don't owe you anything, because at the end of the day, I hate to be that person, but this is my life. This is my story. And it's like, you know, if you can accept that, then I'll erase you out. Cross you out. Do y'all hear this man really playing this piano? Like, I did not tell them that I was gonna fail, but it's okay. I'm just saying, we don't necessarily owe anyone anything other than God. So yeah, 2024, if I said no, I'm standing on business. I'm gonna show y'all this picture I found on Pinterest, but on business. What do you mean business? Okay, yeah. The next thing that is on my list is not being present. And I know, like, at one point, like, I was focused on being present for, like, some weeks. And I made, like, a whole vlog about it, because, like, a lot of, like, my old dreams were coming true. That still stands. I still practice it, but I could do so much better. Excuse me. Here's just to put into perspective for y'all. I just got this new camera. Right, and y'all, if you watch the vlog of when me and my friends went to go see the lights, we had a lot of fun, but towards the end there was no like ending credits, there was no like, oh, come back to the next video, like it was none of that, because I was eating at Freddy's. And when we were at Freddy's, it was like, we were chilling, yeah, like we was eating. That was the first time I had ate all day. And I was like, I said, I just got this new camera, so I was trying to transfer film from the camera to my phone so I could edit it. And I spent so much of my time like focused on the camera and like trying to get everything transferred over, because it's like when I go home, like I have to go to work, and I low-key want to get this edited and get it up for tomorrow. You know, and low-key, I was really overthinking the whole situation, because I felt like once I got home, I realized like how much time I really put into like transferring the film. Although my friends really, you know, they don't really care, but I do feel like I could have been more present, and I definitely could have like filmed more, and that video could have been like, the video was great, but I feel like it could have been more. And just to like put that into perspective for y'all, I edited that video twice. No, 3 times. I posted it once and deleted it, and then I re-edited the video again just because I didn't like it. And I've never done that. Normally it's just been like, it's posted. But I did do that because I felt like you guys deserved more, and I felt like I deserved more, and I just felt like it just wasn't my best work. Honestly, this is my last one on the list. These are just like main things. My next thing that I am not bringing into 2024, baby child, is not being myself. And before y'all start coming for me, listen to my explanation, okay? But in my journey to growing and becoming the best possible version of myself, I have learned to give myself like space and grace to grow and learn. Giving myself grace the past year has been something that I have put into practice every day. I tell myself, you know, even when stuff gets hard or when it gets rough, it's just like, okay, like feel your feelings. You know, if you want to cry, go ahead and cry. There's been multiple times where I have just like cried, especially in the last couple weeks. I've just cried and had a terrible day. And I'm like, okay, today is bad. Today sucks. I never want to relive today, right? And I tell myself, as long as you're 1% better than you were the day before, you'll be fine, you know. And so the next day comes and it's like, okay, like I can do this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning to tell myself, like 1% isn't a lot, but sometimes I don't have 1%. Sometimes I have 0.0000001%. And that's enough because I was better than I was the day before. So when it comes to being me authentically, everyone, depending on how comfortable I am with you, everybody sees a different version of me. Some people get the that's so funny, and some people get the that's so funny. I don't laugh like I don't laugh like that in real life. But some people get this version of me, and some people get the no way. They're like, there's no way you just said that. And you know, some people get the version to where like I gotta go take my inhaler after I do something. You know, like especially in corporate America. Let me just let y'all into my little brain. Going to different events, you know, and being involved in different, you know, spaces. As a Black woman and as a Christian, it is very hard when it comes to clothes. Now I promote modesty, you know, hands down. Y'all know I'm apostolic. You know, I wear the skirt every day. Cool, right? But sometimes as a church kid, it's very hard to decipher if I'm doing too much or if it's just like I'm not doing enough. Cause you know, like you go to an event with other people from around your city, you know, you want to like you want to look good. You know what I'm saying? Cause you look good, you feel good. Like you just want to be not just presentable, but you want to leave like a good, what is it? Not good mark, but you want to leave a good impression. That's what it is. That's where I'm looking for. You want to leave like a good impression. And I've had multiple times where I've had events and I'm just like, oh, I want to wear this outfit, but I don't know if that's doing too much. You know, I want people to look at me and be like, wow. I don't want them to be like, wow, like, why was she? Because I know if I'm not thinking, I'll be like, whoa. But I want it to be like, wow, like she really looks nice. You know, she really carries herself well. And I just overthinking, as y'all pray for me because it's a thing. Like you want to stunt, but you want to be like subtle with it. You don't want to be like, I'm trying too hard. You know what I'm saying? So, especially going to work, like sometimes I feel like putting on some heels. I'm 5'2". I don't always want to be, you know, like sometimes I want to be 5'4". You know, my heel give me the extra inch or extra couple inches. You know what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes I'm like, I can't wear that. You know, like I can wear that, but you know, like they're gonna look at you and they're gonna be talking about you because you got on heels and everybody else got on tennis shoes. Now I am learning not to put myself in a box and to just be unapologetically me, and to be authentically me at all times. So sometimes, you know, I might look at people, you know, I might be a little standoffish, but like I'm learning to do better when it comes to meeting new people, and putting myself outside of my comfort zone and just like being me all the time. My personality isn't gonna fit everybody, you know. And that's okay. Some people are gonna think I'm mean, some people are gonna think I'm the nicest person in the world. But it's just like I want to leave with no regrets. I don't want to leave feeling like, oh my God, like I could have done that better. Or because I get in the car and I'm just like, oh my God, I should have done this better. I should have talked to such and such like this. Or I feel like I could have approached them like this. And they're probably looking at me sideways. You know, they probably think this of me. They probably don't think I was being kind. Because one of my biggest things in life in 2023 has been like, just be kind. I don't want to say especially around the holidays because this is like a basic human principle. Like, please just be kind to people. Like, I'm sorry. I've not always been the kindest of individual because if you take me off, we have a problem. But, you know, I'm learning to be more like Christ. He gave me grace, you know, so give me grace as I learned. So if I was mean to you from any point of view watching this video before to now, I repent and I'm so sorry. But let me just say, like, just be kind because you never know like what the other person is going through. I'm just going to share my experience with my new position. There has been a couple of times where I've just been sitting at my desk, you know, and I'm on the phone with a client, and I just like I'm crying, you know, especially like in the past couple weeks. Like I had a couple days where I'm just in tears, like bawling, you know, but they don't necessarily know that. They just know that, you know, they have their issue and they need me to figure it out, or they need me to like guide them. And some people are just incredibly rude. I'm not crying because of the other person on the phone. I'm crying because of my own circumstances. And I try my best to separate like work and personal, but sometimes like personal just carries on and it just weighs on me during the day, you know, and I'm human, so it's gonna happen. But there's been multiple times where like I'm on the phone and I'm just like, yeah, because like you don't know. I went to an event once and I was talking to these people and they were great, you know, like they're so cool. We follow each other on socials, and one of the ladies ended up saying she had cancer, and I would have never known that. And just imagine like if I was being rude, or if I was being like standoffish, or if I was just like, just imagine if I wasn't like reflecting Christ and like his love and his kindness and compassion to all men. Like just imagine if I was just like being so rude, you know. Number one, she never would have shared that with me, and number two, she would have looked at me some kind of way like, she represents Christ like that? Like, absolutely not. So just I'm learning to be me. So if I want to wear a pair of heels, child, because here recently I have some like tough fits for work, but it's like I really only wore thick heels to work, like the block. You know, I haven't really given them skinny heel D, you know, but skinny heel D is for the step before it gets, you know, too warm, and then I can't wear my outfit. So I'm learning to be unapologetically me and not put myself in a box. And I'm gonna say that one more time just so I can finish my sentence. I'm learning to be unapologetically me, even if that means turning a couple of heads. Even if that means like I'm walking in work with 4-inch heels and you're like, where is she going? I'm going to my desk. I'm getting on the elevator. I wear these for a presentation. But you don't need to know that, you know. Hi, I hope you have a great day. Yeah. And I'm learning, you know, like to push myself out of my comfort zone like continuously. So that's where I am in life, you know. I want to be unapologetically me, and I don't want to have any regrets. And I don't want to leave any situation thinking like, just like overthinking the entire thing, basically. But yeah, like I said, 2024 been my year. 2023, I want to say it was like the second week of 2023. I was like, this is dead. Like this ain't gonna work. Oh baby, no, that ain't gonna work. I am not with Metro anymore. I just knew 2023 wasn't gonna be the best year for me, and that's okay, because 2024 is. You know, we're speaking it into existence as of now. And y'all know, like, my goal is always to, number one, like, reflect Christ. And then number two is always to become the best possible version of myself. And always putting myself in that position to always, you know, be in continual growth and, you know, always learning, you know, because I don't ever know it all. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, fam. So yeah, so I'm excited to continue to put myself into, you know, the position to learn and grow and, you know, become a better version of myself. But new year, I'm excited. I hope you guys have a great and happy and safe holiday season. I'm leaving all the tears. I've cried so many tears. It's like, if you cry one more time, I will knock you out myself. But it's like I'm leaving all these like sorrows and sad tears in 2023. Because those that what is the scripture, like, those who sow in tears shall reap in joy. And in due season, to him who endureth. I've been saying that. Get in the way. I've been saying that. So I'm extremely excited for, but I do want to preface this. I'm very thankful for everything that the Lord has done for me in 2023, because y'all, we hit 200 subs. What's up? Where you been? And today I was actually looking at old videos and vlogs, and I was just like, man, a year ago, life was so different for me than it is now. And I'm so grateful, you know, for all the lessons that I've learned and the ones that I continue to learn. So we're believing the Lord to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ask or think. And y'all know how I say all the time, we're overcome by the blood of the Lamb, by the word of our testimony. So y'all will continue to hear my testimony as well as others. So if you made it this far in my TED Talk, thank you for watching. Hopefully, if this like prompts you guys to figure out and reflect on your 2023 and see like what you're gonna tolerate and what you're not gonna tolerate, because it was a very good exercise for me. So I'm extremely excited. I'm extremely thankful. I'm grateful. You know, we take it one day at a time, one step at a time, day by day, one by one, 1%. So I love y'all. Praying for y'all. You know, I hope y'all praying for me too. And I'm excited. Like, let's knock this. And like, y'all gonna be seeing this before 2023 is over. So let me just say, you do not have to wait until 2024. I'm just saying, like, these are just some things that, like, I just said I was not explaining myself. So never mind. Do what you want to do. But as for me and anything that I touch, any room that I walk into, this video still stands. Because we stand on business. I stand on business. And don't play with me. What is it? Pray with me. Don't play with me. I'm hood. No, I'm holy, half hood. Is that what it is? I don't know. I'm just chatting. I'm definitely just chatting. But thank you guys for watching. Super excited. Yeah, I'm excited. We're grateful. Are y'all gonna do it with me? And then, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Right when we say da 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 da.
Daydreaming.